Welcome back to my channel. I'm finally back after a really long hiatus, it feels like, so thank you for being patient with me. Today I'll be doing a simple but fun unpopular opinions video. While most of my opinions, some I will be responding to that I found on Reddit. A fair warning, most of these are truly controversial, so you've been warned. Yeah, the first video back and I'm probably going to get cancelled, but anyway, let's just get right into the video. 1. Chongs' apology was needed, but the hate dives for giving him was not right, and stays were being the biggest bullies for no reason. So Everglow Up talked about this, so I'll be kind of responding to this video. For those unfamiliar or confused about what happened, was that Chongs was on live again talking about rookie groups disrespecting their seniors when it comes to not responding to greetings. He didn't say any names whatsoever, but of course Stays ran with it and started commenting onto Ive's Instagram and just saying all sorts of rude things to them. Dives in retaliation gave Chongs death threats and bullied him back. In the next couple of days, I believe, Chongs posted an apology on Stray Kids' Instagram page. So here's the full clip of what he was saying.
Cussing people out or anything, it's just that I feel like I'm thinking too much about it. Cause if you see someone walk by, and then you say hi, you go, oh, 안녕하세요. But then if they don't reply back, it'd be like, what? Okay. But I feel like it's come to the point where this generation is allowed to do that. Just not care, if that's right. But yeah, no, because I guess there were a few scenarios where that would happen, but at first I was like, okay, I was like, okay. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, okay, maybe I'm just over-exaggerating. Maybe just I'm thinking too much about it. Maybe I'm just a boomer. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I guess it could happen. But then for me, in my perspective, I was like, okay, well, I mean, whoever it is, I'm just going to insider. I'm just going to say hi the best I can because I'm here to have fun and greet.
So my opinion on this is that he should have apologized. But of course, all the hate that he got wasn't right whatsoever. No matter what a K-pop idol do, it never deserves you to be sending them death threats. It's not ethical, it's rude, and it's super out of pocket. But here's why I think he should have apologized. As a K-pop idol, unfortunately, you can't really be friends with your fans. It sucks, but K-pop fans at the moment are super immature and delusional to the point of literally bullying others to support their faves. Don't get me wrong, Stray Kids is one of my alt groups, and I love Chan, but he has a record of being pretty personal with fans. For a long time, he literally called Stays baby girls. Does anybody else remember that? So Cheryl or Everglow Up mentioned in her video on the matter that Chan always jokes about always watching, and has mentioned that he has seen some of the things that Stays have said online. But knowing this, he decided to talk not once but twice about other idols' manners and disrespect. Inserting and not saying names does more harm than good in my opinion. This is the same fandom where the tiniest mention of when Woojin was a member sent Stays sprinting to this man's Instagram and TikTok. So Chan, make this make sense. Again, I literally am so sorry that Chan had to receive death threats and xenophobic attacks for what he said. He should be able to share his personal feelings about things that he realized on his lives. So whoever did this to him owes him the biggest apology ever. But to Stays, when will y'all quit bullying your so-called fave group of yours? I literally see more hate from actual Stays on Stray Kids than anti-fans. Stays always would act like anti-fans are the ones that are always causing issues. No, it's Stays. Y'all the issue. Until y'all can get your act together, we really don't deserve this kind of honest treatment from Chan whatsoever. Opinion 2 says, why are we praising K-pop fans for making weird and sexual jokes, comments about K-pop idols? Specifically netizens. Example being To My Jawlocks. I never understood why K-pop fans do this. Y'all love to say, we need to stop sexualizing these men or women, but then make comments like till my jaw locks, till the bed breaks, till it fall off. Really what the heck are y'all talking? Just in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about, I'm putting some TikToks I found on the screen right now because I did not search for these, but they come on my For You page all the time, and I definitely see it, like I mentioned, with netizens. I love netizens. They're hilarious. Their memes are so funny. Like, I don't know how they come up with these things. But this is one of the things I don't like about netizens. And I might make a group on another time about like things I don't like about every fandom. And that's one of the things I don't like about netizens. They make really nasty jokes and they really need to stop. But anyway, these jokes are not funny whatsoever. Borderline sex harassment. Like, we don't know these people. You shouldn't be talking about them in that kind of way. You shouldn't be looking at that, whatever. You know what I mean? So my third opinion is that Wavy has the best discography out of all the NCT units. Okay, so let's be so honest right now. I love me some R&B, NCT 127, and NCT Dream. But Wavy has a truly non-skip discography. NCT 127 has some skips in there. And I think they had some weak releases in the last couple years. Same thing with, I don't really like all of their title tracks. But Wavy always had strong releases, with their weakest probably being Phantom. I just wish the SM gave them the same attention that they give the other two units, because Wavy is extremely talented and they have amazing discography. You cannot lie about that. So if you haven't listened to all of Wavy's songs, I really highly suggest that you listen to them. I swear you will like a lot of their music. Opinion 4 is that Face the Sun / Sector 17 is by far 17's worst album, as well as their only mid one. So I somewhat agree with this opinion, but I'm going to read more of what the OP said. So the OP says, I believe that this opinion is unpopular mainly because I've seen reasonably sized amount of people say that Ataka and Your Choice are a downgrade in 17's music quality. I genuinely think that Ready to Love and Rock With You are some of their best title tracks, despite being completely different from their older releases. And if I'm being completely honestly same, Game Boy Wave, Heaven's Cloud, To You, Crush, Pong, and I Can't Run Away, Clear are on par with 17's older discography. The OP goes on to say and break down more of the songs. So they say about Cheers, Hoshi's part, Then I saved the bad production on the track, and the auto-tune is used badly, instrumental has no impact, and where's the bass? For Domino, they said it had potential. It says that they feel like I tried to explore with many types of sounds while being minimalistic, but it just came off as repetitive and too quiet. Next, for Shadow, the OP said, I'm not sure if the newer productions involved are responsible for this. Very unlikely, since Ode and Teenage did not have this problem. But a lot of the tracks have very bland and watered down production. Even on the dynamic and upbeat tracks such as Shadow, it feels foggy. Next, for Circle, the OP said, disconnecting myself from the fact that I don't listen to the song because of how sad it is. The chorus is genuinely so annoying. I hate the crowd of children singing na 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 like STFU, and other than that, the song isn't noteworthy. For If You Leave Me, the OP said, I like the idea of having a stripped down instrumental to showcase the vocals. At the same time, Sungkwan and DK should have been pushed more vocally to make the song interesting. For Darling, they said that it's the same case with Have a Shadow and Don Quixote. It is not bad, but it doesn't do enough to list the overall album close to the level of the past releases. In FML, the pre-chorus seems like it's going somewhere interesting just to go back to being overly simplistic. Lastly, the OP says, overall, the overly compressed B-sides that lack exciting build-up and or dynamics, and a strong bass really dragged down the album. I don't think of the auto-tune and other effects used on this album were used appropriately compared to their other recent releases, such as Your Choice or Ataka, that were respectively some of the best comebacks of those years. Sector 17 is just mid overall. So, my opinion on this now, I honestly pretty much agree. I think this release was very mid of 17. Up until this point, I felt that 17 put a lot of work into the production of their music. But something about these B-sides, especially March, Cheers, Circles, and Darling, felt like they're missing something. Because of this, I didn't feel like these albums were SOTY worthy. Or Song of the Year. I don't know why I spelled it out. For me, I like Cheers, but I gotta say that it definitely got old, as well as feeling really messy compared to the rest of 17's music. For Darling and Circles, I felt like it got me up into the chorus, but it was too simplistic, and Circles' chorus was annoying, not gonna lie. For me, the best B-sides on this album was Don Quixote, Domino, and Shadow. But like the OP stated, these tracks did explore a mixed kind of sound, but there's a lack of build-up to really draw you in. Also, in my opinion, it was a good chorus with some good parts, and forgettable parts making the song very inconsistent. Like, for example, Shadow. I really love Mingyu's part, but then like the rest of the song, it was very unforgettable. Like I don't really know like only know the chorus and Mingyu's part for that song. Same thing with Domino. Like there's some parts that I really know and I'm like, ooh, I love it. Like for me, I think it's just a chorus. So yeah, I definitely agree with this OP. So opinion number 5 is that Juwon and Jujin being in the final lineup of ZB1 is sort of strange to me, but definitely not undeserved. Okay, so this is another controversial one that I only seen a few agree with me about, but starting with Jujin, I think he's definitely talented and is incredibly handsome, definitely. Other than that, his rank in Boys Planet was a bit high. Again, the man has talent. I'm not denying that at all. He has amazing stage presence and definitely a great dancer. Just by watching the van cam that's on the screen right now, I was like, you know, he definitely deserves to be in the group. But other than that, I don't know. I guess there was nothing like that really drew me towards like, oh, I want him in the group, you know? Also, I guess I'm still salty that Jay was a 10th and didn't make it at all. I don't know. I would trade him for Jay. I'm sorry. I love Jay. He was amazing. Also, next going on to Jujin. Obviously, the first thing was his age. I think he needs a bit more training as well. Again, like I said before, I'm not downplaying his initial talent. He's very talented. But I felt like he was ranked a little high, you know? Also, when I think of younger idols being in a K-pop group, I think they should be trained for a long time and or be extremely skilled in multiple areas. Like Jungkook from BTS, he debuted at 15, 16 years old, I guess. But he's been training for years before that and was already a great singer and performer at his young age. So just looking at Yujin's fan cam, I just feel like, yes, he's a good dancer and he does very well. But, you know, there's just something missing from him. There's nothing that really drew me towards him at first as well. But I also really don't like seeing K-pop idols debut in groups that are under 17 and 18. You know, it's just a little weird.
Okay, guys, this is all I have for today. But I hope y'all enjoyed. Let me know what you think about these unpopular opinions. I'm hoping to have another video out next week. So until then, see you in the next one.